Peace community. You already know how we do it. Welcome to One Community. If you're a part of the community, welcome. If you already know, if you're new, welcome to you too. Yeah, man, I was just watching Clydiva. She was going in. She got a video. She's getting that misunderstood, talking about a lot of the situation, and she even mentions a few guys. She mentions one community as well, saying that I guess misunderstood is running around to a lot of these guys, and me being one of the channels as well. And some of them being small platforms. So she seeked a bigger platform to get to. I never knew who she was. I never knew who she was. I never knew who Misunderstood was. Yeah, I met Suge one day. I seen this woman talking about her story about some guy in some situation while I was on Ten Toes Down TV's panel. That's where I heard about her story. I went into a dialogue with her. She wanted to do a dialogue. She asked me to come and speak on her channel. I went on her channel and spoke about my not drinking. I stopped drinking, stopped smoking cigarettes. I stopped selling cocaine and crack. She wanted me to talk about some of my things that I stopped as well. Throughout the whole process, after now finding out that this whole situation was on Suge, because at first I never knew until afterwards. And then, so after finding out about that situation, I've heard a numerous amount of times from Nicole herself, her say that she never said that Suge was a pedophile. Okay. And this is a part of this thing that made me feel like, what is going on? I hear everybody on the internet calling Suge a pedophile. And this is something that I didn't understand because when you speak to Nicole, Nicole says, I never use that word. My story has stayed the same from the very beginning. So it's something that kind of pushed me back in this story because she basically said that other people use the word pedophile and put it on Chug, basically. This is what she basically said. She said this on my channel. The video is on my channel when she said this. And when she said that, I bust and applaud because I said, you know what, sister? For you to say that you didn't say that at that part, because, right now, Suge been doing all kind of stuff like chopping up, editing videos and shit like that. You know what I mean? And doing certain kind of things like that. So with him doing all these videos and y'all been at it the way y'all making it seem like for a long time, because I didn't even see all of the videos that they've been through, and I never seen none of these things. So I don't know. A lot of people tell me like all of these other shit from the past been erased. Everything been erased with people's old channels and all that. Listen, I've been on internet right here, YouTube, for 5 months. I really got viral music and viral films and shit that I act on. So I'm just talking on this motherfucker for 5 months. So I really don't know people here. But at the end of the day, I'm here to lend my help to people that really deserve and need my help. And that's where I'm at with it. So, with me though, even while talking to her, um, I was like on that part, like, I think that if you didn't say that he was an actual pedophile, then you need to correct that part. Because now we got Sinetta running with it. Everybody's running with the story saying, yo, he's a pedophile. Sinetta even went as far to say, they said George Booker is worse than Polite. How can you say the man is worse than Polite? And I asked Misunderstood about that when she was on my channel. I said, how do you feel about Sinetta saying that George Booker is worse than Polite? I asked her this. What did she say? No, I think that is wrong. You shouldn't weigh things in situations. This is what Misunderstood told me. I said, okay, I understand that. Because if it's a crime, it's a crime, and you wouldn't have to weigh them, right? And she said, but my child never received the abuse that Polite's victim, because Polite's victim received physical abuse and all these things, right? But on my channel, she says her story remained the same and she never used that P word to describe Suge. I did a small video after Misunderstood came on my channel and said, how do I feel about Suge and Misunderstood? And I've explained this. So a couple of people messaged me like, yo, bro, your community, how you feel about this situation? So this is why I'm saying this now, because people are messaging me and asking me how I feel about situations. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, my heart goes out to her child. If anything happened with her child or anything like that, I did listen to the interview. I didn't hear Nothing as crazy as people made it seem in her interview with Sarnetta. And some people said that they were leading the questions, but Misunderstood said she didn't, even if she felt that they were leading, even if whoever feels they were leading the questions, she still feels her daughter answered purely. That's what she says. That's up to you. That's up to her. That's up to anything. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I heard about a child being hurt. I didn't know exactly who it is, and I didn't really give a fuck who it is. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. It was his nigga, that nigga. I don't give a fuck. Period. Child hurt, all of that. I'm not with it. I want to hear. I want to listen. I'm sitting my ass down to listen. What's up? What's going on here? Yeah, I want to know. I would like to know. You know what I'm saying? But coming from situations where just in the community sometimes. It's really, really crazy. So, you know what I mean? So for it to go out of control and then to go in the world of pedophile and don't be corrected with that word, that bothered me. That's why 2 other interviews that I had with Misunderstood, I took them off. I just got one there. That's the one that she says what she says in the video. Being honest. Because I think that it goes against some of the other content. Yeah. Some things go against certain things. That's just my own thought. You know what I mean? Everybody got their own feelings. You know what I'm saying? Who matters the most is her child. Her child is who matters the most. Okay? She's grown. Suge's grown. Period. They're both grown. They're both 2 adults. Period. Her child is who matters. And if the mom is going to say that I never use the word pedophile to describe this person in the interaction with my child, then that means you need to fucking be careful with using that word in describing Suge. Because the mother said she did not use that word. So that means Sinetta used the word. This nigga used the word. That one used the word. This girl used the word. Everybody used the word. But the person who's very intelligent, because Nicole's not stupid, Misunderstood is not no fool. She's smart. She know what the hell shit is. She never used that word. Till this day, you ask her. Anybody speak to Misunderstood, ask her. Say, did you ever call Suge a pedophile? She's going to say, no, I did not. So that means if the person that is have the child and they're saying that the person, they did not call this person a pedophile, I can't run around and jump out the window and call that person a pedophile. Who the fuck am I? I'm not a specialist or a fucking doctor or some shit. So we have to take our time when we understand that. You have to. You have to. You have to take the time on that one. And that's just be honest. And I told her the same thing. She never used those words. She never used the words pedophile. So I want to know who is the first person that used the word pedophile to describe Uncle Suge? That's my question. If I want to start asking questions, that's what would be my first question. Who's the first person that used the word pedophile to describe Uncle Suge? Because it wasn't Nicole. It was not Misunderstood. And she's very smart. She been through shit, drug use, all types of shit. She know what the fuck shit is. She not dumb. So if you speak to Misunderstood, you ask her that question. Who, and you make sure you get an answer, who is the first person that called Suge a pedophile? Who? It was not her. She knew her whole situation. She knew everything she'd been through with him, and she didn't call him a pedophile. And she says her story has remained the same since she first came out about her story. She says this. When we play the video with her on my channel saying these things, she's on the channel saying that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think about the child. I think about her child. Because her child, you know what I'm saying? You don't want the child to go through nothing. But, you know, me personally, I got to see paperwork. For me to call Suge a pedophile and all that, I got to get deeper. Nah. The mother don't call him a pedophile. Regardless of all this thing we going on with online, she still don't call him a pedophile. That means everybody and a mama is calling the man a pedophile, and she don't call him a pedophile. And that's not cool. That's not cool. I don't give a fuck. If this person's a pedophile, everybody should say that. This nigga's a pedophile. The fuck you talking about? Ain't no one person gonna say this nigga in the pedophile R. Kelly, and now you want to say this. No, we're not doing that. The person's pedophile. The person's weird. Something. So, you know what I mean? That's how I feel about the pedophile word with Suge. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Suge. I met Suge one day. And I met him because people were hating on him. I told him that. If he rewind the fucking stream, I told him that. I said, I'm going to give you your own shot of meeting you, man, and see who you are. And he was all right. He was cool. He was cool. I made him an overlay graphic while we was just chilling and talking. I created him an overlay screen. It's the only time I've been there, though, you know? So it's not like I got anything against anybody. You know, I just heard a woman with a story. I didn't know it was about Uncle Suge. I was like, damn, this shit crazy. You know, I came from selling coke, selling crack. You know what I'm saying? So I understand this person was talking about beating drug use, shit like that. You know what I mean? That'd be the type of stuff I want to hear and support, like a person trying to beat the drug use and this and that. And I'm for that type of stuff, son. I was selling crack cocaine, bro. I was outside in the streets selling drugs, bro. So, you know what I mean? That's a year and a half ago, bro. Not no 5 years ago. Nigga, year and a half ago, I was outside with the glick and the fucking coke and the crack. The fuck? So I'm not no perfect nigga. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be perfect. You know what I mean? I just want to be better. So at the end of the day, I don't know. If you do, ask Misunderstood the one question I just asked you. Misunderstood. Have you called Suge a pedophile? She's going to say no. Say, from your story ever came out, did you ever call Suge a pedophile? She's going to say no. Say, has your story remained the same and you never used the word pedophile to describe Uncle Suge? She's going to say, yes, my story has stayed the same and I never used that word to describe Uncle Suge. Nicole, Misunderstood, does not seem like a fool to me. She's not no stupid person. You could think she dumb if you want to. She not dumb. So she know what the fuck going on. She not dumb. This her kid. She said she never used the word. You have to be careful, son. Because she's the mom. She's the mom. I know some of us been through things. Some people been through situations, so you quick to just throw your situation on somebody else like they gotta be that. But it's foul. Because even Sinetta went on his platform and said the nigga George Booker's worse than Polite, bro. And the nigga never did what Polite did. So that's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy that Sinetta used her child and her for the interview to weaponize it against other people besides Suge. And she's still cool with that shit and cool with this nigga for that. This nigga abused their child. Sinetta abused Misunderstood's child more. We watched Sinetta abuse her child. We ain't never seen what Suge did. We seen Sinetta abuse her child. Go to the interview right now. That nigga abused her child in front of us. Because soon as the interview start, he bugging. Yo, Queens beat. Queens beat. What are you talking about, Queens? Misunderstood said, I don't know who that Queen's Throne was. I don't know. Maybe that's why her following is in my DM stalking and bothering me. Wow. Wow. Hmm? So we got to be careful. Okay? Because if she never used the word pedophile, but then Sinetta got the fucking shit blasted out with two devils in him and George Booker, calling nigga pedophile, saying he worse than Polite. But Polite did something physical to this person and abused this child, hurt the child mouth, drugged the child, all type of shit. The fuck are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? What? If somebody play with my kid, I'm calling him a fucking pedophile, nigga. Off rip. Molester. That's the first words coming out of my mouth, nigga. First words. Not no second words. That's my first words. P and M words. P and M words. Period. You niggas pedophile. You niggas molesters. You niggas try to molest my kid. Y'all niggas try to pedophile my daughter. Period. That scares me. That Misunderstood still says to today that she never called a man a pedophile, but everybody's calling a man pedophiles all around her, and she's allowing that. And she's allowing that. When she says herself, she don't call a man a pedophile herself. But she's okay for everybody else in the world to call a nigga a pedophile. No, it's not. It's not cool for everybody else to be able to call a nigga a pedophile when you don't call that nigga a pedophile. Rewind the tape. See when she calls him a pedophile. Ever. She never does. She never does. I have one. Why y'all even asking about this video today? I have a video called, it's on my channel. How do I feel about misunderstood and Uncle Suge? It's on my goddamn channel. I said this. I said she never called the nigga pedophile. So whatever you want to call a nigga, I don't know. I got to listen to the mother. I got to listen to the mother, bro. I have to listen to the mom. Who else I'm going to listen to? I have to listen to the mom. I have to listen to the mom. You know what I mean? Yeah, Clydiva did a video a little while ago. I seen a little piece of it. She mentioned a couple of channels. She mentioned my channel too. She mentioned one community. Yeah, she said that misunderstood came to one community as well, and she's using all of our channels. Could be some truth there. Could be some truth there. Yeah, it really honestly could be some truth there. But you know, it ain't no secret things. You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of manic missions. You know, if you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like it's scary to say that you never said a man is a pedophile. And then everybody calls a man a pedophile, and then you allow them to do that. That's scary to me. It's like you said the nigga's a thief. Everybody's saying this nigga's a thief. He stole something from my crib or some shit. And you letting everybody call him nigga when you know you got the belongings in the crib. Like, this is the lighter that they said he stole. It's in my house still. So why would I go on having everybody calling a nigga a thief when I could say, nah, son, I got the lighter right here. And everybody stop that. If y'all want to continue to see what it is, then y'all figure that out. It's just a situation that, and I don't think that the Sinetta interview really disclosed any trauma from the child. What did you get from that? You get the child said something? What? He bought them some clothes or some shit? That's dead ass? That's all? But there was a message that she said did take place though. She said that he did take a message, and I guess he was trying to show her the message, but it came to be that the message was from her daughter. You know what I mean? So it's things that I disagree with. You know what I mean? I disagree with taking children's heads and putting them on adult bodies. I disagree with shit like that. I remember saying stuff like that. It's just things that I'm going to agree with, things that I'm not going to agree with. Just period. I don't agree with taking child's heads and putting them on regular bodies. I don't agree with those types of stuff. I think that children should be off the list. When it comes to beef and come to war, I think kids should be out of here. It shouldn't be about the children. That's my thought on that. But you know, if you speak with Misunderstood, if any of you, ask her that one question. Did you call Suge a pedophile? Did you ever call Suge a pedophile? And she's gonna say no. So then therefore, I don't call Suge no pedophile. Not me. I'm not calling him that. What I'm calling him that for? The mothers didn't say that. So what I look like calling that man a pedophile when I don't even know the gravity of the situation? Only the mother know what the deal is. None of us are the mom, son. So stop the bullshit. I have it on my stream right here, her saying that. I'm looking at paperwork. I need charges. Says she had 2 cases against them. Okay, bring them out. But when we looking at situations, I got to look at a person's mental state. Things she even said to me, Suge had ample opportunities that he could have done that if he wanted to do that because she was on drugs. What nigga have opportunities to do what the fuck they want to do? You on drugs and don't do it. No, I got to think about that too. I've been selling coke, crack, all that shit. No, people be high. And you want a drug that's higher than coke and crack and dope. Methamphetamines is more stronger than those drugs. So when you going from that shit. You out of it. So a person that really want to be a pedo and a person that really want to be a creep life for real, he had opportunities. She said this. It's on my channel. She said he had opportunities, but she would give him that she don't think that he did. The fuck is wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. The man got daughters. The man got daughters, man. I don't know. I gotta see it. I gotta see it. But when he doing that shit, that's why you gotta stay away from all of the beefing and throwing the kids involved. Because when you start throwing kids involved, then people start not put nothing past you. You see what I'm saying? Then they can start saying, hey, it could be a possibility, brother. Because you involving kids in other shit. I'm gonna put the children on the heads of the other bodies and all type of dumb shit. Stop. Don't do shit like that, bro. Stay away from all that dumb shit. Because it could have been, you could have been a fucking caring parent ass nigga. You could have been. Because there's a fine line between a caring parent and a grooming. Especially if you're dealing with a person that's really on drugs and in a bad place. And you can fuck around care about their kids like your kids. And you got daughters like their age or some shit. Come on, son. You got to think about that. He could have a love for the kids like he has daughters, nigga. The fuck? I done took care of mad people kids, nigga. That don't mean I'm trying to be no creep nigga and grooming them. I'm not grooming them, nigga. I'm a real nigga, nigga. I'm a father. I'm a father, nigga. And at that time, you know that her mind was in a bad place, son. She was on drugs, man, nigga. She was on drugs. So when you're on drugs, you cannot say you're being the best parent that you're being. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not being the best parent that you could be when you're on drugs, man. Especially in that drug. Especially. Come on. So imagine this. The fuck? Imagine that. He didn't care about the girl at all. So he never cared about Nicole at all. I see him saying shit like, love you and all type of shit in the messages. Stop. He did care about her too, nigga. So it's not like he didn't care about her. He cared about her too. At one point. Cause I seen the messages, nigga. And it shows that he cared. Ain't no faking no certain shit. Nah, listen. He cared. He cared. He cared. Regardless of what he cared about the situation, he cared over there. Whether it's the kids, her, the whole situation, something over there, everything over there, he cared at some point in time. You can see that. You can see how much this shit affect him to this day, that you can see he cared about this shit. Period. You can see that. You can see that. But, for me, my heart goes out to a child all the time. You know, um, her child wasn't hurt, never got a chance to be hurt physically. So bless that. She don't call her child was never hurt physically. And she don't call him a pedophile. So I don't know. You know what I mean? That's between y'all. That's between you and what you think. Because I know if somebody's playing with my kid, I don't give a fuck no grooming no dumb shit. I'm calling their ass a pedophile. Fuck is you talking about? I'm not calling them grooming them that. Pedo is what I'm calling them. You's a molesty. That's what I'm calling you. That's what I would do. That's just me personally. My own opinion. Everybody can deal with this shit the way they dealing with this shit. Motherfucker, my kid, nigga, use a pedo. Nigga, use a molester. Period. I'm not saying other words besides that, nigga. Groom what? Nigga, I'm about to groom your kufi. But you is a pedo, you is a molester. That's what I would say personally. That's me. That's me. So I just think everybody, I want to see police reports. I want to see paperwork. I want to see the gravity of this situation being taken for the gravity. She said there was multiple paperworks, multiple police reports, 3 to be named. She said she did 3 times. Well, I would like to see that. I would like to see the seriousness of the situation. She's online talking about everything else. So I would like to see her show some things like that. Like, look, this is the first police report. When I made this is the date. You don't got to show the whole report. Show me the date. Show us the crime. Show us the charge that you're trying to charge. Show me the date and the charge on each of the 3 police reports so we can understand that you went around the right parameters and are not just going online and trying to find these parameters. I want to see the police parameters. I want to see those types of things. Before I go in that route, I want to hear what's written down. What did you tell the police the man did? Let's see that. Because you might be telling us one thing and told the police another thing. I'm not doing this. I've been to listen. Stop. I understand how that system works. So I want to see police report. That's me personally. I want to see what was told to the police pertaining to the situation because she says out her mouth she never said the man's a pedophile. So no wonder why this case, if it was a case, ain't never went nowhere because she ain't never said the man was a pedophile. The police reports are probably about theft. The police reports are probably about the theft of the money, theft of the heirlooms from the house. That's what the police reports probably say. The police report probably say anything about that. I don't know. But me personally, you know what I'm saying? I think that's crazy. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. I just seen Nicole on 10 Toes Down a couple days ago. And she wasn't in the right space of mind. She wasn't in the right place of mind. She said, I'm mostly sober all the time. What do you mean you're mostly sober all the time? She said she's sober 29 days. She said 29 days out of 31 days. She said she's almost sober all the time. So she's sober 29 days out of 31. That's not being sober. That's still using drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, to stop using drugs is to stop. If I'm using them for some days and I stop and then I use it again, I've never stopped. I've never quit. I'm just waiting till the next time that I use the drug again. You know what I'm saying? You say he never got past grooming. Nicole says that he had opportunities while she was on drugs and he was there. He could have done that. So he had opportunities to do that. He could have got past grooming if he wanted to get past grooming. It's on my channel. Go look at the videos. Period. You're going to hear her say that, not me. She said that he had opportunities. And if he really wanted to do that, he could have did that. She said that. I'm not going to say some things wasn't weird with the clothing shit. She said she was trying to make him seem bad and kind of like trying to like use the daughter against the son. I mean, to use the daughter against her. Kind of. Those things can be considered grooming. Those things can be considered grooming. All of that. Like if your mother's making strict things on you and telling you like, look, I don't want da-da-da. And then you like, yo, you coming off like trying to make the mom seem bad. Kind of trying to make you seem good. I mean, that could be, I mean, it's a fine line. It could be a person trying to show caring, but it could be considered a grooming. It could be considered a grooming. Yes, I'm not going to be retarded on some shit like that. That could be considered a grooming. Okay, and then when the mom says things like, he said to delete the messages. That could be creepy right there. Why delete the messages? What's in the messages to delete? So when it's things like that, when Nicole or Misunderstood says things like that now, you know, those are things that put flags in my head. You know what I mean? They put flags in my head. You know what I mean? That should put flags in my head. But you know what's scary is that Misunderstood just never said, it's just crazy that Misunderstood never said that he was a pedophile. And she says it to this day. She said, I never said that. She says one of the women or somebody came out and said that first. And then from there it stuck. But she says that she never called him that. So I don't understand how everybody's calling the man a pedophile if she don't even call him a pedophile. The link in the chat, yo. Y'all got to come up and talk to me about something like that. I need some clarity on something like that. You know what I'm saying? She's smart. Nicole is not stupid. Misunderstood is not a fool, son. So she knows what the hell's going on, right? So I don't know, man. Y'all got to talk to me, man. Trips, pull up. Daughter C, pull up. Any one of y'all pull up. Kind of give me some closure on this thing. I mean, if Misunderstood's in a loom, she probably pop up too. But you know what I mean? She can speak for herself. You know what I mean? I know that's what I was told. And if I'm wrong about something, correct me. I'm not an ignorant brother. Correct me. But I know I did a video on this like last month ago. After I did the interview with Misunderstood and all of that stuff, I did a quick interview. I mean, a quick little video titled, How Do I Feel About Uncle Suge in the Misunderstood Situation? And this is what I basically said. I said that she, she told me that she didn't say that he was a pedophile. She told me that on the phone. And she told me that online. She told me that both places. Both places she said that to me. I was hoping she said it on the podcast because she told me offline that thing. I was like, whoa, that's critical. I think that needs to be said. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking in my head. And then when we was talking, it was me, her, and Angelica Diallo. And she said that on that same podcast when Angelica was on it with me. Oh, Trips, you did? Shit, I didn't even hear you come in, Trips. Oh, shit. Trips.
What's up?
What's up, Queen? How you feeling, Queen?
Nothing much. I'm all right. I've never heard her say that out of her mouth. The only thing I heard her say was about text messages.
That's it. Me too. That's what I'm saying.
I
Yeah.
think Dots is just pulled up.
Okay. Yeah, but
Hey y'all.
hey, Steve. Yeah, but she never said that Suge was a pedophile till today. Till today.
Well, I don't know about today. I don't go to those places because
No,
weird
but she
things
came on
happen.
my channel a couple weeks ago and said this on my platform. That's till today.
Mhm.
So this shit been going on for years, and she came on my panel last weeks ago and said this on my channel. She said that. She said,
This shit
I
been
never. She said
going
I
on
never
for
came
at
on
least about what 3.5, 4 years. I don't know.
my.
Time blurs and shit.
That's how long it's been going on for 3, 4 years.
Look, the pandemic been two now, right?
Yeah, that's true. It's been 2 years.
It's happened before the pandemic, and Clydiva happened before the pandemic as well.
Wow. Okay. See, I'm new to all of this shit. I didn't know when this shit happened.
Misunderstood was before Clydiva. Y'all
Oh
sitting up
yeah.
here dragging the woman for being on drugs, but Suge knew she was on drugs when he got with her.
When he got with her and stuff.
He
Yeah.
was supposed to go to rehab, and he talked her out of going to rehab. Oh, that money can change my life. So yeah,
Okay.
but
Okay. See, talking to people that know more about the backstory, I get to learn more because I don't know about that. And 9 times out of 10, somebody not gonna
he
say
talked her out of going to rehab. That's how he ended up going out there. He wasn't staying with her and the kids. She only had partial custody of the kids or something, and they only came on certain days. And she had a nanny. She had him out there to make sure they was driving and stuff, and the whole time he ain't had no driver's license.
Mm,
That's where that mess came up when he was talking about she kidnapped him. They
mm,
got pulled for something and he walked off and left, and then he tried to say that she kidnapped him and ran off, but he had the keys to the car, and then she had to call the kid's father to get him to bring the keys back. All kind of mess. I don't remember all that shit, but it was a big old mess at the time. But
mhm.
nothing was said about pedophilia when this first came out or during the following years up until now.
That's what I'm saying. So
First
that's
time I heard pedophilia added was over on Clyde Diva panel. Hey Prime.
hmm
And I can tell you that because Cookie asked me had I ever heard of him being a pedophile. I done heard about him having weed on the table and the police seeing it, but
hmm
that's public record. But I ain't never seen no shit about him being a pedophile nowhere as far as I know. I'm gonna call you on your BS, but I ain't gonna add no BS to the BS.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And I'm at that place with it. That's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it. Cause I'm not gonna call no man no pedophile, and she ain't. She know what the hell going on. She don't know. I'm
He
not.
do enough without being called one. That's what I don't understand. They sitting up here trying to rake him over the coals to sit up here and cover for Eugene, but that don't work in nobody world but theirs. They think it does, but it doesn't.
Yes, that's exactly what's going on. Niggas are trying to cover up the Eugene. That's the fucking real deal right now.
My
That's the real.
brother, I love you, but every day I'm getting closer to getting a ticket to New York. You think I'm playing? I will walk 500 miles, and I will walk 500 more. Nigga, keep trying me. I told you to share that over 2 hours ago, and you said I'm sharing it right now, and you ain't shared nothing. I spank you.
What's my email?
T minus 3 hours.
What's in my email?
Equal post.
I know
You could
because
have shared it from my
my
community.
email. You know my shit be moving slow. You know my
You
email be
could have
slow.
shared it from my community tab.
I
That's
can
what I
share
told
it
you
there
to
too, but
do.
oh no, I got it right now too on my email too. Yeah, I can share that too. I can share it over there too though. Let me share it over there real quick. Hold up. And I'm gonna share it on
But
my
I
email.
told you
I
to
got the
do it.
email too. Shit. Oh fuck, I've been wanting to binge share this shit, man. Damn.
Hey, Dots.
Frick.
Hey.
What's up?
I was,
How
you,
you
I was like, I was listening to the that interview to like speeding through it some pieces, and I don't know, like I felt I guess I haven't cared enough to even like do a commentary on that. Only because I know that, and this may sound kind of fucked up, but it is what it is. I feel like I'm over it. That type shit. It's just like what is the end goal of just going from platform to platform? repeating the same story, it comes across as a little disingenuous. And
Yeah.
then, especially if there's no perceived growth, or it just seems it's the same monotone voice, the same story, it's the same sort of like, like I'm gonna place myself as a victim, and then in the very next breath proclaim that I'm victorious. It doesn't work. So it did come across as a little bit kind of like sketchy, And then it was interesting is that even on the brother's uh, panel that she was on or what have you, I thought it was cool that people was on there, offering her support. But I also think that like at this stage in the game, there's, like anything else, right? But there's nothing outside of any one of us. There's no powerful speech. There's nothing. There ain't shit that neither you are the best speech writer in the world can do, right? That's going to make someone that's in her position, ultimately stop doing whatever it is that's harming her, So it's just like, what is the perceived, like, what's the point? Like at this, it's been 4 years. So, like, what are we doing here?
Mhm.
So make your decision. If you want to go fucking smoke, if you want to go and smoke the fucking crack pipe or meth pipe, whatever, do you go? Like I think, like what we doing? Enough. Like what we doing?
What we doing?
And that's as honest as I can give it. Like what we doing? Don't care. Like, and I really don't care. So,
That's right. I feel
because
for
for
the kids.
me,
I feel for the children. Because to see her go up
oh,
on that panel the other day and talk in front of 10 toes down in them, son, and they asking the questions and she's saying, I'm mostly sober all the time. And you have children, bro. Like, this shit is not a good look, son. That's not a good look to me. That's crazy to me. You on
yeah,
there with these people and you want to, why do you want to keep talking to all these people? What the hell? Like, what happened? That becomes disingenuous to me. That becomes disingenuous. It really does. Because you already said your story. Get ahead. Get ahead. Move about your business. Your daughter is a young girl, and she's going to be watching YouTube all the time. So that means that we need to back ourselves up and come on this shit on a positive format or come doing some positivity. You know what I'm saying? She came to bring awareness to 10
Have
toes
you
down
looked at the
pathway.
other side though?
What?
The person that she talking about. Have you looked at that side and what's being said over there? I
Oh,
mean, it's
you
always
said
two
from that,
sides to every
what's being
story.
said from that side?
Sometimes it ain't. Sometimes it ain't somebody going around. Sometimes it's people trying to explain. After people done drug them. I mean, you can't really. If you wasn't there, you don't know because a whole lot of that shit is gone.
I know. That's what I know. People are saying that to me too. That's a fact.
So
A lot
you
of people.
don't understand. Like at first, she wasn't saying nothing. She was quiet as a church mouse.
That's what I'm saying. That's scary. But now she's not, and now it's everywhere now. And now
But
you,
now she's not. But are you listening to the other side?
yes, bro,
And
yes,
what do you hear over there, though?
yes. I hear a lot of the opposite side, and I hear a lot of the things are breaking down some of the shit that she's saying. Yes, I hear that too. But I know just based on how a
But
person
you just
interacts with
can't
me.
base it on that one situation on that side. You have to go and look at repeat behavior. Ain't
Yeah,
that what they said about polite?
yeah,
If they can prove a pattern of repeat behavior, then he can get more years.
yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
You ain't even gotta go off what's been disappeared into the ether. You can go off what you do know.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Look at one side and look at the other side and weigh it on the scales. Hey
Okay,
T Breeze, and see which one comes out looking a little bit cleaner. That's
okay,
all I'm gonna say on the matter.
okay. I got you on that.
My name Jim West, and I ain't in that mess. I got too many irons in the fire right now for that.
Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Got pulled up. Somebody,
Somebody hop back up.
somebody on the door. Yeah. A melanin.
Hey y'all. It's
Hey,
me. Hey. Happy Friday, everybody.
Today's Friday.
yeah.
I don't be know what day I'm in, son. Y'all niggas don't know.
Get it together. Get it together, boo. Get it together.
It's sweet.
Um, so I just wanted to tap in and offer a perspective for you, Uda.
Yes, no.
Since you're new to a lot of this stuff that has been going on back and forth for the last 3 or 4 years,
Yeah.
what I want to suggest to you
5 or
is
6.
the information that you have, or 5 or 6, but the information that you have just now, recognize that you're coming in late in the game,
That's a fact.
right? And sometimes people take advantage of that.
Mhm.
They take advantage of what you don't know, right? And they see it as an opportunity for them to get their narrative across. Because for you and any other person that's coming into this, we're looking at it from surface. We're looking at it, exactly what has happened from the time that we have entered into whatever the scenario is. However, this has been going on for a while. So literally, when you're coming in at the tail end, you can't really take a side
No,
because
Mm.
you don't have all the details. You don't have all the ins and outs.
that's a fact.
So be careful that you're not being used as a pawn in someone's alternative scheme.
I'm not. I'm separating myself from everyone anyway, so I'm good. Cause I'm not with the shits. I'm a real person and I'm realistic and I'm dealing with shit. And if the person hurt my kid, they gonna come calling their ass a pedophile or fucking jumpstart. I'm not playing no games with this shit. I'm against it. People try to hurt my baby. I went to fucking court on my son's mom. I got the fucking paperwork and I'll bring that shit out here any day and show you what the fuck I mean. So I don't play with nobody playing with people kids. That shit gets me anxiety. I don't know. I'm not dealing with that shit no
Look,
more.
that
I got
But
whole
I
this.
want, but I
situation
want
is
you to, but
old
I want,
and garbled.
Yeah.
but I also want you to understand that some parents play with their children.
I know,
Okay,
Mhm.
and I'm not playing with that.
okay,
I'm
and
play
and
with them.
so some parents put their children in positions that they should not, right? For the sake of their own gain, whatever that gain looks like. And we have to be honest and say, whenever there is some type of addiction that is involved, people will do whatever,
Yeah,
even if it means sacrificing their child, unfortunately, right? And sacrificing them to something that's not true, right? So I'm just
Like his
saying,
phone died.
do the best that you can to be as objective as possible,
yes, yes,
for the safety of your own mental state of mind.
yes.
Because what I see is that this is a world that is deeper than what it looks like on the surface.
Yep,
Mhm.
I agree. I agree totally.
There are many, many layers to this situation.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Like I
yeah,
said, I ain't trying to touch it with a 10-foot pole. Look, I knew him long before this happened. Um, we had our run-ins and shit long before this happened.
hmm
So, I might look at it one way, somebody might look at it another way, but somewhere in the middle, the twain may meet because we wasn't there. So all this information, I like to work off firsthand information or as close to the source as I can get. And since at the time I didn't hear about it until like in the middle of it,
hmm
and I ain't trying to go that way with a 10 foot. I ain't trying to go that way for nothing.
Nah, I feel you on that one. Facts.
So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
crazy, man. At the end of the
And
day, I'm very conscious now. You know what I'm
we
saying?
left it on amicable
You want to
terms.
help everyone, but you just can't. I'm sorry. You just can't. I want to help everyone. I just got that in me. I was
Look,
even thinking about
look,
helping people.
look.
Yeah, man.
Let
Sorry.
me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Everybody ain't helpable.
That's a fact. And I learned that, and I know that right
And
now.
I keep trying to tell you, you have to find the helpable among the unhelpable.
That's a fact.
See, you thinking that it's a lot of helpable and a few unhelpable. Mm-mm. You have to find the helpable amongst the unhelpable. Because
Yeah,
the people that's already over here that ain't causing shit, you preaching to the
yeah,
choir.
yeah,
We all in the same church, for
yeah.
want of a better phrase.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones that you trying to snatch up are the ones coming in off the streets. You see what I'm saying? But those are some are gonna be catch and release, and some you gonna keep. The majority of them you gonna throw back into the damn pond because they ain't worth shit.
Yeah, I got it. I most definitely got that. Right.
So I charge you as a mission to stay on the course of what your goal is for your channel
Okay. That's what I'm doing right now.
and,
You're right.
and
You
try
need to
not to drift
practice
down and try
some
not to drift down the
meditation
muck and mire.
or some yoga
You're right.
or something.
I got you, T, on that. I
As
got
soon
you.
as you start, my blood pressure goes straight through the roof.
Me too.
And meditation, some yoga, a tranquilizer dart might do you some good. Just a little one, just a little tranquilizer dart sometimes. No, just dial it back. When you feel that fire coming up, pull it back and direct it. You saw me drag somebody cool as a fan this morning for 3 hours. Didn't break a sweat, didn't raise my voice, none of that. You got to get to that level.
Yeah.
Because you are the male half of this equation. You are part of the male half of this equation right now. You're supposed to be the pillar part. You're supposed to be the part for, strength and support.
That's
And
a
if
fact.
you nutting up, the rest of us, it's not good. It's not good.
That's a fact.
So when you come to us like that, it does not reassure us. There is a place for fiery rhetoric, but right now we ain't there. Understand?
Big
I
facts.
love you though.
Big facts. Big
Who is
facts.
that down at the bottom?
Big facts. Big fact. New Era King.
Hey, what's up with
Oh,
bro? It's your brother from another mother.
What's going on, New Era?
where is T? Where is
All
T?
is well.
I'm
T,
right
what up?
here. I'm right
We
here.
need T Chanel. No, T Chanel and her frying pan. Where is she at?
I believe she at work.
Oh,
Hey,
so
but
you loose.
it was interesting.
What was interesting, T Dub?
I think, well, what I learned from my fraternity is that you can't really help people unless they come to you for help. Whether it be pride or whatever external issues they got going on. I think it's like, but you can be a beacon of light. You can do the right thing at all times to the best of your ability. And maybe that'll be inspiration enough. I think that we sometimes, try to overcompensate certain things we got going on and try to, basically push our help on people. And they might not be in the right place. So it's better that they come to you. And when they come to you, you give them whatever it is they need.
Are you being serious today? I'm gonna leave you alone.
Oh yeah, it's a sober, serious day. Yeah.
Okay.
And plus, I'm on
At first I
community. I
thought you
can't
was
act up
trolling.
on
That's why I
community.
called your name. Huh?
Community won't tolerate the wildness.
Yeah, that's
He
crazy.
don't want to see
You
that
slick
side.
again, T Dub.
Yo, you know what's so
You know
crazy
I
though?
keep my butter knife ready for you, T Dub.
Yo, bro, you know what's so funny? I went to another channel. I think it was on the beef sector. I don't know where it was, but I just went and stopped on the channel and just was listening for a minute. And then I think I wrote like LOL or something in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, "Oh man, hey community, you in here? All right, so hold on, let me just stop cursing a little bit. Hey, we got a lot of good people in here. It's
Why are you
funny
typing in random
that people
chats
think
in the
like that.
beef sector? Are you
That's what's
looking
funny.
for trouble?
I don't know. All that beef shit is the beef sector.
It's
To me. I
called the
don't
beef
know where the
sector
beef
for
sector
a
is.
reason.
I don't know where the beef
That's
sector
why
is,
you
miss.
don't go to random channels.
I don't know
You're
where the
supposed
beef
to be
sector
holding
is.
somebody's hand right now. You know, Negro.
I don't know where the beef sector is.
You
I
supposed
just come on channels, and sometimes I go on channels, and you know what I mean. They recommend channels. Nigga, fuck, I could click a fucking channel. I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
Beefing literally in the
Trip,
street with a weapon.
hold on, Uda, because I
Trip,
came
let
up
me
here to
tell
ask
you
you the
Literally
this.
same
beefing in the
thing.
street with weapons, bro.
Trip,
So this ain't beef to me. Just talk to
let
me.
me tell you this,
That's
Trip. Is that there's a
Mhm.
whole bunch of us that has had our hand out for him to hold to help him across the
I know.
street, and he just don't want to grab our hand.
And he just go on. He hard headed.
You know,
Hard headed make a soft ass, and his gonna be just like butter,
the person wasn't in a beef sector,
not
bro.
margarine.
Okay? The person was beefing like everybody else is fucking beefing on YouTube. Period. That's what they're doing. Okay. I don't know
Okay.
what no beef sector is. I don't know about all that. I don't watch Manosphere. I don't watch Women's Fear. Nobody got to hold that. I don't watch none of that shit. I watch the shit that I stream. Conscious shit. What's in the Vatican? Shit like that. That's what I watch personally. And besides that, I'm writing music and doing things like that. But when I message them, don't matter what it is, The person said, you know what? I'm going to stop cursing as much because you're here, one community. So we're not going to take away from the point that I was trying to make. That's all.
It's not that. It's the simple fact that them calling your name. You gonna draw attention over to your channel that you don't want. That's how the beef sector works. Ain't nobody
Oh,
trying
I
to
see
tell
what you're
you what
saying
to do.
here. I see what
You
you're
just
saying,
say
see.
do not do while you sitting up here
Oh,
trying to slick snap off, bro.
oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Steve. I see what you're
Yes, that's why we sitting up here trying to help you.
saying.
These
I don't
suckers pulled
understand none
up
of that
for a
shit. You know
reason
that, right?
because people got tired of fucking with the bullshit, so they pretty much gathered off in the sectors. And then they do
Oh,
their own thing. That's why they have the beef sector. What did you think they was doing over there? Talking about cows?
oh, okay, okay. Mm,
He done had Conscious TV over here. So you
okay.
got the Kojic section eyeing you. Now you
That's
over there typing in the
the
beef
what
section.
section? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You
Type
got to
in
look
no
too fast
Kojic,
for me.
Cogic. Conscious
Kojic.
TV is connected to the Kojic section.
What's
That's
Kojic?
the Black Christian section of YouTube.
Oh,
Remember the dude Andrew Caldwell? I am delivered.
oh, that guy from
He was
TV?
like 3 degrees of separation from Conscious TV.
Who the guy from TV? The guy that said
Huh?
he was delivered on YouTube?
Yes, him.
Oh, yeah, I remember that guy.
Okay, but back to the main topic. Your title was Clydiva over here or something?
Nah, she mentioned my name over there on her channel just now.
Lord Jesus. You don't know the game at all. You
I'm about to
don't know
tap out.
the game.
You just let me know when you ready to get back on course.
And when you ready to yeah, I'm with T right now. T baby. I'm gonna do a 30-minute premiere for Nikwa, and then I'm gonna go down, and then we gonna go back up at 10. You wanna join me? T, that was an invitation, darling.
I thought you was talking to Uda. Yeah, I'll be there. You know,
Okay.
I'm bouncing around. I'll be in there.
What time
I
Nico
just
think
had
I'm
to come in.
Nikwa
I just
come
had
on
to
at
come in.
10.
I just had to come in and you know, say something that I've been yearning
Oh,
to
we
say
was
for a
just
few days.
talking about how Uda's new to any situation that's been going on for a long amount of time on YouTube. So he can't just come in with a new set of eyes and think he know what's going on because it's too much information missing.
That's a fact.
It's entirely
Yeah,
too much information
That's a
missing
fact.
because
Now,
a
stuff
whole
like
lot
that.
of it. And T Duck can tell you as soon as stuff go down, they snatch that shit down quick as shit.
yeah. Be wary of the hotel hustlers.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
shit. That's the funny.
Everybody got a gimmick.
I'm
I'm
like
really trying to
I'm one
help
of
people,
the only
bro.
people on YouTube
Ain't
that's got
nobody trying
all
to
my
help people,
videos
bro.
still.
Ain't nobody even helping me as much as I'm helping people, bro. So I don't know. Because at
It
the end of
ain't
the day, I'm
about
literally
nobody
trying to help
helping
people. But I know that I cannot, and I know that I got to take my time too. So
I don't know. I might give you a run for your money.
I also know how to listen, and I'm gonna listen. That's a fact. I'm gonna listen. That's a fact. I'm gonna listen.
I'll give a $50 giveaway on my last show.
I shipped out Angie t-shirt today.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
Well,
When
and
is
I
the
want
build
you
the big
to.
bar coming? When the
Say what?
build the big bar dropping?
Huh?
When is the build the bay bar soap bar dropping?
You have to ask Angie.
See in the chat.
Yeah, but she said it's gonna be a delay because she's gonna be out of town.
Yes,
Remember?
Angie. Yes, from
Because I showed you the
Infoman's
flyer from
channel.
earlier.
You're Angie. Yeah, from Infoman's channel. Yeah, they came over here and was talking with me one day. After the day after
She said
Infoman's
10-12.
channel, they came to my channel too. Yeah, that's a fact, Angie. But that same day from Infoman. Betty, I forgot that you was on Infoman's channel that day with me too, Angie. Yeah, he came over here. But I don't be knowing where people from, what
Yeah,
they
and
doing
that's
on
what
the
we be
channel.
trying to warn you about. You don't
I
know
know,
these people. We
I
know
gotta
you
fall
don't
back.
know
I
these
gotta chill
people.
out. I gotta listen to
And
y'all.
we're not telling you not to fuck with
I
nobody.
want to
We
listen
just
to y'all.
saying be cautious before you just open
I'm
up your
gonna talk
panel
to
and
y'all before I even do certain shit because I don't know shit.
Thank
Literally.
you
you.
ain't been
That's
around but
that's the
5
Period.
months.
How
Look,
that sound
so
to you? That
that's
sound right?
I've been on
that's
YouTube
the
since
best.
That's
2012.
what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do because I really don't know, son. I really don't know. Like even when I helped Misunderstood, I didn't know she was
Girl, that
connected with
old
Suge.
mess again. They
I
trying to
swear to my
drag
mother,
your
I didn't
nuggets
know she
on.
was with Suge. I didn't know none of that shit, son.
Crime in the back.
I heard a woman that was on drugs and like she needed help and shit like that. That's it. But I didn't know that was Suge,
Hey,
and that
Angie.
was. I really don't be
Hey.
knowing shit.
Hey, let me tell you this, bro. Be careful about how much information you give to people. They'll play nice with you, try to get all your
Oh
little information
Lord.
Yeah.
close to you, and then y'all gonna have a falling out, and they gonna throw it all online. But I think you know that part already.
I already
You
watched
seem
like
pretty observant.
I'm one of the nicest people that you can come across on YouTube. Just don't cross me.
yeah.
I just want to say,
He can vouch for that.
let's go. Let's do an experiment, Uda.
Okay.
I want you to do this for me,
What's up?
okay? I want you to go and scroll through the past 3 weeks of your videos,
Okay.
and I want you to look at the subject matters, and I want you to take a listen to the content
Okay.
from an objective perspective, and I want you to ask this one question.
Yeah.
Is the information that you are putting out achieving the goal that you created for this platform?
I'll do that. I think it's all
Mic
along
drop.
my axis.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, friend. Oh, you ain't
Yeah.
Chakra Amos tonight? Are you gonna open
What's
for
up,
me?
with bro?
Oh yeah, yeah. You know I'm gonna do. Bashaka Armos is gonna be in the building.
A lot of
You
this
know
shit
what I
gives me
mean?
stress and anxiety to cover these stories. Like it really
Yeah.
it's stressful.
Okay, so Craig.
Hey! When the Builder Bar drop, Angie?
Yeah, so that's
22nd.
that's one of the reasons that I came up here. So Build a Bay will be dropping. It'll officially be live on the 22nd.
Nice.
17 bars left.
Today is the 15th. So like
Yep.
8 days.
Yeah, a few days away.
No, 7
Um,
days. That's good.
yep. And so I'm trying to understand what I'm listening to. It sounds like there's it sounds like a little bit of an intervention happening.
A history lesson /
A
suspense.
history lesson, actually, yeah. I like the history lesson. Yeah.
But
No history
yes.
lesson and intervention.
Yeah, I'm done.
So like stuff is going on with misunderstood, it sounds like, again.
Yeah, always.
And
You see how Angie said again?
Yeah. Because y'all OGs, y'all really know how the streets work. I'm
I'm not.
Angie,
I'm like
do you
you,
know
Uda. I
that
just been
avatar?
watching.
That avatar
but
makes you
y'all
look
been
like
on these YouTube streets for a little minute. Like, I really don't be knowing a lot of these topics, who was fucking with who, all this other shit. I don't be knowing.
That's why
I
you
just
Yeah,
gotta
look
be
but
like,
at
you
see
gotta
how
this
she
nigga
got
Rob
remember,
was
you
attacking me
with
because
Uda.
the
Cat be on our
binoculars.
channel. Look, this guy Rob was attacking me because Cat be on the channel talking like y'all do. What's wrong with him? You see what I'm
Because
saying?
But
that's
About
his
that.
ex, and that was a very messy YouTube breakup.
And I never knew
See,
about all of that.
that's why I tell you, you got to be careful giving people your platform to just vent,
yikes.
because they know you knew and they know you don't know no better. That's how you, and you know me, and Rob don't like me. That's a double whammy right there. That's how you got dragged onto his channel.
Okay.
That's why I keep telling
Mm.
you over there with me. It's a lot of people that don't like me, and you just running around YouTube like it's a field of lilies. La 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 la
Oh
la.
shit.
You the whole time you in the
Shit.
damn poppies.
Okay, I got you, Queen. I got you.
But you say that every time, and then yes, girl, that was YouTube love, computer love. She in the UK and he in San Francisco.
Oh,
Oh goodness.
Yeah, but that was
ouch.
very messy.
Yeah,
We ain't gonna get into that. I drug Rob for an hour. If y'all want to know about Rob, the homeless barber, you can go listen to that 3 hour long drag from this morning.
3 hour
But
drag.
Greg.
3 hour drag.
that slow drag, that was that
Slow
early
drag.
morning drag, that on the
Yeah.
way to work drag.
I woke up in that drag. I got rest last night. I've been getting sleep, y'all. I've been getting sleep. You know, I haven't been
I
sleeping.
hope so.
I haven't been sleeping for months, yo. I don't eat or sleep. So I've been sleeping for the last
That's
couple
why
days.
your
So I'm getting
ass
back to
been
right now.
manic. What did I tell you a week ago?
I'm
You
getting
have to
sleeping.
put yourself on a schedule, even if you don't want to. This
No,
is coming from somebody that goes to therapy, that has anxiety.
Yeah,
This is how you control your symptoms and you're able to function every day.
that's a fact. And
It
I've been
don't work
sleeping. I've
all
been
the
laying my
time. It
ass
works better
down
than what you're
early.
doing.
That's how come I was up early to see your fucking live that you was in. Because I don't be up that early. I be sleeping.
That's why I was up early enough to drag him for 3 hours.
Yeah, I did.
Sad to say.
I've been getting rest. I've been listening, man. I'm getting better, y'all. I'm listening. I'm listening to
I
my
told
queens.
you what to do. Go back and listen to my old lives.
I
Because
got
all
you.
we did was sit up and do recaps of everything that was
Okay,
going
cool.
on.
I'm gonna do that too, CC. I'm gonna do that too, CC. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
A
Yeah,
minute
I be
long
wanting to
is
help the world, son, but I just got to take my time and do it step at a time. Step at a
yes. You
time.
trying to
I,
jump?
Step at a
You
time.
tried to
Right?
you
jump
know,
out the gate with no saddle, no jockey, no harness, nothing.
Okay, I got y'all.
I have a
You
suggestion.
in the gate, you just
Another
jumped
one.
over the fence.
I'm just gonna chill out.
I have another suggestion.
Listen, my lemon, you got great suggestions. And I told you to
Yeah.
call me, and you didn't call me.
I
What's up?
told you to call me and you ain't called
All
me
right, so I'm
yet,
gonna
so
call you
deal
too.
with that one. All right. So,
What's up, T?
so how about this? How about we start with having every day when you decide that you want to come on the live first thing in the morning, how about you do a meditation? How about you just play some nice soothing music, do a meditation for your listeners and for yourself to start your day,
Oh,
opposed to starting your day ranting and being frustrated so you can set your day.
okay.
How about that?
That sounds very good. I'm writing these things down too. You know,
You
I'm a
didn't
person of
find that drag soothing this morning,
I'm
Uber?
writing that. Yeah, that was soothing,
I
drag.
It was soothing to me.
oh,
That was
oh
soothing.
yeah, it was soothing with the music in the
That
background.
needs
Yes,
something
you
Yes,
soothing, more soothing than that,
yes.
right?
right,
Yeah, I
right.
got you with that,
So
T. I like that.
there's a way
Ken
to
said it
do
was
it.
too early in the morning to go ham sandwich, so we gonna do this the easy listening way.
Okay, I like that. I like that thought.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
brother, you gotta take care of yourself. You know what I mean?
First and
More than anything,
foremost,
yeah. Because
Yeah,
if you're not good to yourself, you ain't good to nobody else. You gotta get your sleep. You
where
gotta
is
get your rest.
Decline when you need him and
that's a
his
fact.
You
keto
know.
self?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
His keto.
I haven't been streaming as much. I've just been chilling. I've been resting. So I've been better. I've been getting better. I've been learning.
You know that reminds me of like years ago. I had it's like sometimes when you're young, you get a girlfriend, and then you go to the gym a lot, and then you next thing you know, 11 o'clock at night, you're like, uh, you instead of going to the gym, you're on the phone, and then you getting out of shape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So in order to maintain being on top, you gotta make sure you do some daily maintenance. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like my body was breaking down a little bit the other day. Like 2 days ago, like I
That's
really
why I
felt.
told your ass to lay
Really
down.
tired. I
Lay
mean,
down, boy.
my
Well,
mind felt tired. Like my mind felt tired.
well, let me
Right.
share this with you.
Mhm.
Successful people, uh, successful people don't sleep as much as the
That's a
regular
lie they tell
person.
y'all.
No, I'm serious. Cause they just think about it. They doing photo shoots.
And
They
they
got to do
also take LSD,
PR,
speed, coke,
public relations. You got to
mescaline,
do all those things. So,
Adderall, all that to
well,
stay
I
awake
mean,
for
that may
all
be
the
the
extra
case,
hours.
but
They done came out and said that all of Silicon Valley and Wall Street is higher than Cooter Brown.
I understand it may not be the norm or what you're not accustomed to, but this
No,
is
I'm
a
saying that's how
tested
they
theory
achieve that.
that
That is how they achieve
people
that
that
night
are
vacation.
successful do not rest much until they make that bag, or so to speak, and then they're able to relax. But so that was
But what
just
is?
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just think that we have to be careful when we say that because though it is absolutely true that successful people spend a lot of time being productive, it doesn't negate the fact that they still need to spend some time pouring into themselves,
And like I
right?
said, a
So,
whole lot of that
so it's both.
productivity.
It's not, yeah, it's not an either or. It's a both. So that even in your productivity of trying to grab that bag, you still have to set out time to reset yourself and whatever that looks like for the person. Everyone has something different, but we still have to remember that mental health is very important. Very important.
You can't enjoy
Um,
that when you're in the crazy house,
yeah.
except for
And
pudding.
and so I don't want to put that out there with the message that, in order to grab the bag, you have to abuse yourself. That is not the correct way that we should be looking at success. The
Yeah.
other thing is that the most successful person is a person that recognizes their limits
Mhm.
and recognizes what they cannot do and
Mhm.
accept the fact that they cannot do it and move
Oh,
forward.
well, yeah. I didn't raise that point. I'm just saying most successful people tend to be productive more than they are resting, and they usually don't sleep like 8 hours a day.
But they
And
can
you can
maintain
also
that level because they drugged up.
one time. It's not always that they're drugged out. It's just that
The
they
majority
want
of
it.
them are.
Is that they want
I
it. And then you can also get as far as mental health goes, they spend time with therapists, things of that nature. I don't think they neglect the
Just going
facts.
to
I
the
don't think I
therapist
didn't want to
isn't
make it
mental
as a
health.
bad situation because you could be productive by just learning, continual learning, just reading books, just not resting as much as you would like to rest. That's all I'm saying.
I got you. I mean, I wasn't coming for you. I was just giving a holistic perspective. But I got you. And I agree. I do agree that we're all trying to achieve goals. And sometimes, even for myself, like I'm not on YouTube or running a channel, but I am in attempts to be as successful in my little realm as much as possible. And I don't get 8 hours of sleep, but I do know this. I do set aside time for myself for at least an hour to do whatever that is. If it's reading something, if it's just sitting in a quiet room, whatever it is to pour back into myself of what has been depleted from me, I still do that.
And
So I'm just giving a holistic way of looking at it. But like I said, I wasn't coming for you. I wasn't saying what you were saying
The
was
last
incorrect.
oh,
unicorn.
no worries. And that's so powerful what you said because it leads to the next. Well, I think the most important thing is discipline. What you just portrayed was discipline. And I think a lot of us, whether whatever community or religion or political views we share, we don't have discipline. And you being able to say you commit this time uninterrupted, I'm doing this ritualistically, got your regimen. I mean, if you don't like the word discipline, we could go with regimen, your routine is, you know what I'm saying? That in itself is goal reaching and seeking. And that's all it is, what I'm saying. Although you may not see it as, you're lacking sleep, but you're actually executing and doing, meeting your standards or meeting your requirements or your goals. So that's all. That's all it's about. Actually setting goals and pursuing them. What we more often see more than not, and I'm sorry to be so long winded, is that we see brothers with these pipe dreams. Okay, let's get the same people dependent on upon us for certain things. The meager people, let them invest in us rather than finding investors and stop being so lazy. Because it's people with the capital. We And then we don't even have a foresight or a know-how of what we asking for in the first place. So then it goes away and we looking like scammers and criminals. And
Looking like
the people that, didn't really even have it to give, now they messed up. Now the community is looking messed up. And you just had this ball rolling and collecting till we have an avalanche. So it's
that's why
like
I always think you be trolling, even though I try to give you the benefit of the doubt.
discipline and skills, man, and
Because you
goal
be
reach.
giving people benefit of the doubt that really shouldn't have it by now. Slickly, but still.
What you mean by that?
Or they might not have known that they weren't doing it correct. They know good and damn well they doing that shit wrong, man.
I don't think
They
all
know
of
good
them.
and damn well. The majority of them know. They know what they doing.
No, I don't think so. I think they just don't have
Nothing
no
new.
other.
Nothing new, Nequa. She just came over here and Clydiva was talking about it over there. And Uda then kind of got pulled into it because he allowed her over here. So we trying to tell him, we wasn't trying to tell him not to talk to people, but don't be so quick to just open arms.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, I got my
I got
homegirl in the
arms like
chat.
that. My shits be open. They gotta be like that.
I got my homegirl
I
in the
do the
chat.
T
The
Rex.
last
I gotta
unicorn.
do the T Rex.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's a singer also.
Hey, last
Very conscious.
unicorn, you trying to
Yeah.
fill up the roster for the poetry slam,
Yeah. She said she'll come through. Grace, come on up. Hit the link.
And The other thing is that we have a misperception of what love is.
Mm-hmm.
There's an element of love that is, I will let you figure it out,
Yeah. Self-soothe.
right? Um,
Self-soothe.
Girl, you said that.
Self-soothing.
and
Have
and
Oh
mercy.
then
no, I'm from the South. If you see a scam, I'm pouring them out.
Bop, bop.
yeah, so that's the other side of helping and assisting. Sometimes you just have to assist them by keeping an eye out, not getting yourself intertwined,
Like,
because a lot of the, like you guys were talking about gym earlier and doing working out, that resistance is necessary to build muscle mass,
mm,
right? And that muscle mass is
you
not
just
going
click
to.
on that link at the top, sweetie, and then it'll ask you to allow your camera and your mic, and you just do that. It'll ask you to edit your avatar. You can just leave it as the letters, and then enter the studio. My bad,
So
T.
that's okay. So the muscle mass will not build up if you don't have the resistance. So if someone is taking the weight for you and taking upon themselves, you don't build muscle. And
Mm,
there's some instances where we find ourselves in with persons that we care about, and it becomes a tangle web, and that's because we weren't supposed to intervene. They needed to build their muscle mass to be able to hold themselves up through whatever course that they're going through. So I just want to, share that perspective with you, Uda, so that you recognize that helping could
Thanks, T.
also be not doing anything.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic analogy. But the nerd in me is like, you also have to give your muscles nutrients. But I don't mean it. I'm just being funny.
In
But
all
yes,
of this
definitely
tonight,
powerful
let's not
analogy.
forget 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We have them beautiful Neekwa B spoken word on her channel going live for the first time. Let's go all give her our support. My community tab, Udo's community tab, has the link for the reminder for that live. So go on ahead and go click on that and then come right on back.
No please, no nothing, huh?
Make
Just
sure
Yeah,
click
y'all
on
hit
do
that
me
link.
that
like a
reminder.
motherfucker.
Make sure y'all hit
And
that reminder if y'all know what's good for y'all. Ain't no please with this shit. Support. Let's start showing the
Oh.
support. That's
Don't
what
be
everybody
threatening nobody.
Well, if they ain't here,
Don't
that's
be
never fine by
threatening
me. I show people
nobody.
love and support. Nobody got to ask me. That's why I'm on my damn bag. Don't tell me shit. I say,
Oh.
get your ass over there to Nico B and show some goddamn love. And stop.
Hey, nah. Let's be nice.
we just came a long way through this conversation. You dropped that.
I'm joking. I'm just joking.
Exactly.
I'm just joking, y'all. See?
We talking
See how
about
y'all
love
gonna
and
take me? I
togetherness.
can't do
And you
I
say,
learned, y'all. I said I learned. Now we're gonna be
there we
rocking out
go,
on
right
Nico B.
there.
It's gonna be a good
I
vibe today.
just dropped it. There go the reminder video.
Oh,
Go
good.
ahead and click on that. Ring
Yeah.
that bell. I'm gonna go live in about 9 minutes. T
Yeah.
coming
We're
with
gonna go
me.
live and then we're
Angie
gonna
be
come over
coming
there and come
through.
rock with you and prepare for
Yeah.
Nico B live.
We gonna hype up the party a little bit. Is Chakra almost gonna come through with a
Music, Chakra
song?
Yeah,
almost got it
Chakra
together.
almost will be in the building. He just
I
Yeah,
texted
am
me. Yeah.
Chakra got it for us.
done.
We
Chakra
gonna
got it
get
for us.
everybody hyped up, and then we gonna send them your way, baby.
Chakra
So
almost.
I want to say I love you all.
I love you,
Even
T.
though
You know I love
physically
you.
I haven't seen you and met you, but I absolutely love the community that we have built together. And we're support to one another. So Uda, I want to thank you for sitting still while we gave you these tongue lashes, but know that they're in love,
Yeah,
and we're here to support you. And
I know.
um, our goal is not to tell you anything that does not honor and respect the man that you are.
I know.
Okay.
I know that. I know that
All
honestly.
right.
I know that
Powerful
wholeheartedly. I know we
family.
all care about each other. I know we gotta listen, you know what I'm saying? I'm just so
Powerful.
optimistic and I wanna help but even I was talking to another person, they was like really extremely pessimistic and they was like I was like, you know what, I need to add some of those pessimism to myself too. Because I
Somebody
just
else
so
to knock on your
I can
door.
be so optimistic about everything. And in this YouTube world, it's not really like reality, man. Like I really be trying to help people. Like in the real world, I help people every day. Like, you know what I mean? Like seriously, I really, really do.
Well, I
But
guess that's
I don't know. I guess I gotta take my
last
time, you know.
Yeah,
unicorn.
that's my homegirl
Graciana.
right there.
Is
Yeah.
it the last unicorn,
Are
Angie?
you
Is
in
in the
there? She in
back.
there? Okay. Let me pull you in. Gracie. Gracie, you in here? Say something, Gracie.
Hello. Check her mic. Is her mic at the bottom?
I didn't see the mic because I think her service was kind of thing, but sometimes we can hear them like that.
Scroll
Gracie,
down though. I'm saying, you know the little mic down at the bottom, the
yeah.
volume.
She said hello.
That wasn't her. No, she's gonna see her service was at red. So look, she's gonna come back in right now. We might be able to hear her now. Hold up. I heard it just now. Hold up.
Yeah, she in a bad
Come right
area.
back, Gracie. Hopefully, because sometimes when you go out and come back in, it kind of like fixes it and we can hear you.
I think she in a bad signal area.
Possibility, but tell her to come back anyway, man. Just make an introduction to the community, Gracie.
But it didn't come up, so she probably in a real bad signal area. Give her a minute.
Yeah, we still here rocking.
Yeah, I've known her for about 10 years now.
Oh, that's cool. Salute to Gracie. Salute to Prime, man.
Yeah.
Positive energy, you know.
Bringing the greats out of retirement.
That's how I go, man. Bring the greats out, man. Bring the greats out.
Okay, you got to get me all these folk information so we can combine it with Nico's and make one flyer so we can put it out for the October the 15th.
Yeah, you need to get on that flyer ASAP. I could probably dress some up. Dress up a quick flyer. It would be good to get the flyer.
Yes, you
can throw the flyer on Facebook, Instagram. You can throw the flyer on different stuff.
Well, I ain't connecting my Instagram to my page, so I'm gonna have to make another Instagram for the treehouse.
Yeah. I made one for one community. I had to create a new Facebook as well. I got a group. I got to make Facebook. Okay, that's gonna be good. Gracie's gonna be live. Okay, so you got your shit set up to go to for the pre-party, right? See, you got the pre-party
set up. Set it up in a set.
Okay, cool.
Don't be rushing me.
I'm just making sure you got it set up. I'm just making sure you got it set up. Making sure you got it set up, man. And I just want to say I love y'all and I thank y'all, man, every day. You know, I couldn't do what I'm doing without y'all. You know what I mean? Honestly, these are some of the great leaders in the chat. Really couldn't. You know what I mean? Being honest. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. Even some of the closest people to me, they wouldn't even help me as much as y'all do. And that shit is funny. But, I'm a person that just does everything myself. And that's why I'll stay up, I'll grind, I'll do everything my goddamn self. Whatever it takes to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm very ambitious. You know what I mean? I got to grind, I got to hustle like that. And that's how I feel about myself and that's how I feel about us. You know what I mean? All I see is our situation. And I want our situation to change. I wish I could change our situation overnight. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm looking at people going to be beefing online, I don't see that. I just see my people. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, I see my people. I met people that beefed, and when they met me, they didn't beef no more. I meet people that be, and then when they meet me, they chilling. They chilling. We doing different shit.
Knocked at the door.
It should be like perception. That's Gracie. There she go. And her bars is right now. Gracie.
There we go. There we go.
Can y'all hear me now?
We can hear you perfect.
That's my homegirl right there, man.
Oh, baby.
Yes, Gracie, what's up? Hold on, I gotta get my wire.
She's the conscious King Kong. I
keep getting cut off for some reason.
It's okay. Bless you, Gracie. How you feeling today, Queen?
Yes, peace, family.
Peace.
Nothing but blessings. I gotta get your things on the pull up. That's why I had to go get my.
Joffy! One peace. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, this Graciana, she's a blogger. She also does music and sing. Yeah.
That's my alley.
Talented, yeah.
You do the things I do, Gracie. I do all of the things said above. Play instruments. I do all of that stuff, So right now, I'm just, YouTubing and chilling out with some people while they cursing me out here. Might as well go to Hollywood and get chased by the devil. Instead of getting stalked here, I might as well go to Hollywood and get chased by the devil.
Somebody else knocking at the door.
Yeah, she fell out.
Yeah, she coming right back right now.
Can you hear me?
You know what I'm saying? I might as well go back to Hollywood and get chased by the devil.
I apologize, family. I apologize.
It's all right, Queen. It's all right. How you feeling today? You feeling good?
Divine, your love.
Yes, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. How about you guys?
You feeling great? You feeling great? I'm feeling a little bit better. My ass is a little sore. They just gave me a beating, but I'm all right though.
It was a light spanking.
A little light spanking.
What should be the start off song for tonight?
So much to talk about.
Yes.
I don't know where to begin, honestly. My spirit was broken from that Meek Mill's album cover public bus shit.
Oh God!
I don't know if you guys saw that.
I heard something about it, but I didn't really know what the hell was going on though. I heard something
Oh
about
my
it.
God. It
Yeah,
was
nude women on
disgraceful.
the side of the bus.
Oh, that's what happened?
Meek
Yeah,
Mill's
Amy.
album cover. Did you guys talk about that yet?
Nah,
Not
we
yet.
haven't talked
No,
about
I've
that.
seen
Nah.
a lot of other women
I
talking
think
about it
me.
as of
You're a
recent.
blogger. You're a blogger. I've been looking for a freaking blogger. Oh
Oh
my.
really? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
I recently blogged about the Meek Mill's album cover on that public bus because I agreed wholeheartedly with that white guy and what he was saying. So
Mhm.
much so that I was even more upset with the response of the people. I was looking at comments on, the neighborhood and Shade Room, like, oh my God, it was disgraceful. Like nobody cares. They're like, oh my God, you find everything to complain about. Basically just everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. Broke my spirit this week. Um, it's just the fall of the black woman.
Mm-hmm. I'm answering the email.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
help you with that, Gracie. That response the responses that has been going on, that's by design. Everything has been designed for us to be desensitized to the
Mm-hmm.
value of humanity, right? So don't allow your spirit to be affected by it as much as possible because it's by
Mm-hmm.
design, you know.
Mm.
And what's sad to me is that that is considered the norm, right? It's considered the norm for women to walk around like that, for
The
women
new
to
normal.
be degraded in that way, and to the degree that women are doing it to other women. So this
Mm-hmm.
is not just men doing it to women. This is women doing it to women. So we have
Wow.
to do some cleaning up, right? Um,
Wow.
when you start talking about how we address one another,
Mm-hmm.
how we demean one another when um, the our friends are not fitting into the box that we have created. So we put these
Right.
standards upon them as well, right? And then society comes and just double down on it. And so we as women have to understand our value and our worth,
Mm.
right? But before we can understand our value and worth, we have to understand that humanity has, as a whole, has value and worth. And then
Right.
that trickles down, right? So
Right.
we're at a place that humanity has no value whatsoever. It is merely only used to serve a purpose for someone else to get, quote unquote, get their rocks off. However, whatever that looks like, right? You're only
Mm.
served as a purpose to increase the money or whatever it is for that other person. And so when we start
Right.
looking at life in that sort, then that advertisement on the bus seems to everyone else that has bought into it to say, yeah, why are you tripping? What's wrong with
Right.
you? Right?
That's
So
exactly, and
we
it
have
makes you look like it seems like you're crazy. And all the
yes.
while, it's like, wow, it's the new normal now, and that's hard to
Well, and
digest.
it is. It is.
Cause I'm
And
an '80s baby, so I grew up to
me
Monica,
too.
Brandy. You know what I'm saying? I
hmm
grew up to that type of to those type of artists. Now we have artists like Summer Walker, who's a stripper, a R&B singer now, Chloe Bailey, busting it wide open, like doing a burlesque show, and then they're cheerleading this. But when I saw the white acts on the MTV Awards that just passed this year, there was a white female singer. I forgot her name, but she is young, probably the same age as Chloe Bailey. She has more of a following, more people that respect her, and all she had to do was walk across the street.
Yeah.
You broke up. And here's the other thing that's very interesting. I would be. I'm interested to do a case study because I wonder if a lot of women are doing the things such as that for men, or are they doing it for other women? Because when you listen
That's a
to
good
certain,
question.
because when you listen to men, a lot of men, and I said men, not males, but a lot of men don't recognize your hair color, don't recognize that you got a new shade of lipstick, right? That to them is not important, right? So I wonder, are we going into the stores as women shopping for these items to compete with another woman, or is it to please a man?
I think
And
it's
I
both.
am leaning towards we're doing a. You think it's both? Okay.
Yeah. I'm listening. Go ahead though.
Yeah, I think it's both as well. I think a little bit more trying to please other women.
Hmm.
And when I say please, meaning being in competition with other women.
Yeah, yeah, I can agree with that. I would think it would be competing with other women, but again, to me, it's for the approval of men at the end of the day. Like because
Hmm.
women are vain. Like, and I remember years ago, I did an interview on Dinus Demir's channel, and this is when I had like this blog, and a lot of women didn't like it because um, it wasn't that I was coming at women, but one thing that I start to realize just navigating and like dealing with women's relationships, whether it's like family or friends or whatever, is that we just have this really curious behavior pattern. And what I noticed a lot of times is women's reaction, especially if they're negative reactions, always have something to do with either um, us responding to other women aggressively in response to men. Meaning, I think I mentioned this on Tasha's channel before. It's like if you ever had a girlfriend and her boyfriend or spouse approached you, and then you tell her, and her immediate reaction is to be upset with you. And this, not to say that this happens all the time, but it seems like it happens more often than not. But there are a lot of other situations when it comes to, so we're to me, what I see is that women are constantly aware of the male gaze even when men aren't around, right? So a lot of what we do is to compete with each other, but at the end of the day, have that validated by the male gaze. Um, but that's just me and my speculations. I'm not sure if you agree with that.
Oh yeah, I agree. I come from the mindset that it's both and not either or.
Okay.
Because I recognize that there are gradations in life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there are very few things that are black and white. So
Right.
I I accept your assessment and I agree as well.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop off so I can start this live up. Um,
Okay.
Graciana's in the back. Uda. She was in the back a
Yeah,
second
He's
ago.
connection.
swirling. He's
Where everybody,
swirling.
where everybody at?
I'm
What
finna
is you
drop out and
staring
I'm
at
finna
your
start this
phone?
live over here.
Who in the back? Ain't nobody in the back.
Graciana, she said, "Can you guys still hear me?" So
We
I
hear
don't
her, but I
know.
don't see her. I don't hear the door. She not back there though right now. I don't see her. Oh, better yet, I think she came now though. No, nope, nope. Angelica is on the bottom of the backstage. All right, you setting up though. She's setting up, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We can run over there and go chill with C's until
Well, before
Graciana comes back right now. There go Graciana before we all go back, right?
but
Doc?
before
What,
that happens, can
what's
I
up?
just ask Optimus Prime, what is your perspective on that
Family,
subject?
can you hear me?
'Cause I always
Um.
like to have the men
On
chime
the
in.
Meek Mill. Oh man.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, um, and I think this was mentioned earlier on Udo's channel that we as African Americans or people of the African diaspora, we we are invested in corporations and companies that we can make some money in, but we're never at the top. We are not the controlling party of where these things are going. And so, like with the Meek Mills and the rap industry in general, what has it promoted? What has hip hop promoted it for the past 20, 25 years, 30 years? It's promoted a culture of ignorance, a culture of materialism, a culture of secularism, a culture of capitalism and a culture of death.
Right.
So, we just gotta be honest about these things, because the thing is, like what Grace was talking about, like Chloe Bailey, um, me as a man, I was seeing those girls grow up, her and her sister Chloe and Haley. It brought a great joy to me
Right.
seeing these clean cut girls singing and I said it's, when they become women, they're gonna be the
Natural.
next Mariah Carey, yeah, Whitney Houston, and they could do it. They could be on those girls could be on that level, but to see a girl grow up and next thing you know, I'm seeing booty and ass all over the fucking Instagram, and it's one of the little girls that I had a lot of hopes and
Hmm.
aspirations for. You know what I'm saying? To be somebody that could be
Hmm.
a singer, but also be clean cut and respectable. To bring back R&B, to what we had 20 years ago when we had
And
like
then
a
what does that to
Mary
Beyonce?
J. Blige album, Share My World. Yeah,
What does that say to Beyonce?
yeah. Just everybody's in the thong now. The R&B singers are in the thong. So it's like,
Right.
it wasn't like that 20 years ago. Remember, you had Little Mo, you
Mm.
had Mary J. Blige, you had
TLC.
TLC. You just dress like normal girls, everyday girls you see at the grocery store. Now it's like, the thong, it's got to be on the black
Summer
woman, and then
Walker, a stripper, singing
mhm,
R&B. I mean, what's next?
yeah,
I mean,
and
it's
not
really
singing
a
truly about
degradation to the
love.
black woman. It makes you so ashamed
Yeah,
of being. What is black excellence? What's the definition now?
yeah,
Beyonce was the last of the Mohicans. Now this girl's supposed to be her
Well,
protege.
I,
You know,
I'm sorry to interrupt, sister, but I have to push just a little bit. Beyonce was not. She was not either. I mean, if you look at her transition from Destiny's Child to when she did her self-titled album, you see a transition with her as well.
yeah.
Um, and
mm.
so I have to push back on Beyonce being an example in the sense of in holding
Yeah,
herself
when she
up
went
in that.
solo, she went the same way.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
yeah,
Yeah, I
and
kind of feel the
and
same way.
so
She was like
Yeah.
the humble beginnings of.
Everybody was in love with how Matthew kind of guided her. Matthew seemed like he was doing a good cut. She seemed, like she was she. It wasn't as bad as this now. It wasn't as bad as Chloe Bailey. So
right,
Yeah.
but
the comparisons, I know
well,
over the years she got, but it was like a good girl turned bad. You know.
but we have to remember, but we have to be holistic when we are evaluating a person, right? So
Mhm.
to say that she's not an example now is not to say that she never was. What I'm
Right.
saying is
Right.
that there was a point in time which she no longer was that anymore, right? And if we're speaking in honesty and we're speaking in the totality of a person and the image that they're portraying, what garners the respect of a
Mhm.
woman is consistency, right?
You're right.
And consistency in upholding herself in her value. And however she portrays that, you can see that value, right? And that's going to reflect in how she dresses. It's going to reflect in her lyrics. It's going to reflect in what she says. And what Beyonce has mastered is that she has been able to toe the line on both sides. So visually, you see a Summer Walker, but when you hear her talk, you don't see a Summer Walker. So she has learned how to straddle the fence in such a gender way that one wouldn't say that she is a part of that culture as well. But
Well,
these
what
are the
because I thought this
conversations.
tapped into some African. Yeah.
Yeah,
That seemed like a
and
money
you're right.
grab for me. I didn't
To
buy
me,
that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Angie. I What I saw was Beyonce recognized who her audience was, which is our age group, right? We came in, we saw her in Destiny's Child. We were her fans. And now we are in our 40s, late 30s, mid 40s. We're
Mhm.
not interested in that imagery of a Summer Walker. So what she has to do on for money
Mhm.
as a business, she has to uphold the persons that were her fans from the beginning
Mhm.
and the ones that are coming after. And this is why she is towing the line, a very thin line. And so with Black is King, she's speaking to our age group because if we have matured and progressed through life, that's where we should be vibrationally. So her draw was to pull us in. But then you turn around and she drops something else that speaks to my sister's age group, which is in her 20s. So she has a great marketing team and she knows how to keep her audience as as vast as they are. She knows how to turn it on and off to whomever she's speaking to.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. To me, it was just like too close for comfort because I think one of the Nigerian artist Davido was really popular, and he was
Mhm.
starting to gather an audience here in America, like with people intermingling, like people, Jamaican people, African people, and like us regular African Americans, all kind of becoming a melting pot. And he was touring and doing a lot of shows out here, and it seemed like the second that he came and crossed the waters here, everybody after that had some sort of Afrobeat song. And then literally months later, she had came out with that, Black is King album. And to me, I was just like, oh, like she's reaching. Like she's reaching for that audience. Cause I don't even listen to and I've said this before, I don't even listen to like rap and hip hop, and I don't. I listen to all African music now. That's everything that I listen to. Um but I think a lot of, just to kind of piggyback off of you, royalty. Um, I for me, I've just seen her do a lot of things because they were trending, and like you said, she has a really good marketing team that keeps their eye on the pulse of what people are listening to and where the trends are moving. Like when the Illuminati was a thing, her and Jay Z were throwing up all sorts of triangles and left and right and putting it over their eye to just keep people involved in what they were doing. And I don't think that it had anything to do with them as artists, but more of them being artists trying to pander to the listeners.
Yeah, I have a degree in public relations. And so public relations is the other side of marketing. And one thing that we were taught is the most successful person in the music industry, because that's what I was focused on. I really wanted to go into the music industry, but I recognized that was not the
Right.
place for me really quick. But I was told throughout all my courses and my internships that the most successful artist is the artist that can become the best chameleon,
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Because
right?
I remember years
So,
ago. I remember years ago, like I was on some conscious channels years ago, and you would see some of the talking points that black men would talk about in these conscious circles easily just pop up in raps by famous artists. Like, you know what I mean? They be looking for like the next hot thing or the next hot idea, and that's how they do it. Just like you were saying how Beyonce was getting into the African spirituality thing, and it's a marketing thing. So they'll purposely put these things in the raps for that reason.
yeah, it's. But again, I come from the perspective, I recognize that we are multi layered as individuals. One person has so many different elements to themselves. um, that you find that what happens is a person is able to put on a different mask, right? And this is what we do every day. You think about, if you're a parent, and then when you go to work, you're an employee. When you talk to your parents, you're a child. So we have this dichotomy. And in essence, we all have multiple personalities. And the goal to be successful in the music industry specifically is to be able is the goal is for you to be able to put on each mask in such a way that they all blend together. So you don't really know who you're dealing with. And
Yeah.
so as we're talking about a Beyonce, and again, this is not, a dig on her, but we're just using her as a case study. When you look at her holistically, the question would have to be, who is she really? And this is the danger, because once you lose your footing of who you are as an individual, you will do whatever you need to do to continue to have that back, whatever that looks like. And people have gone to greater depths that we don't even know about, of how they have given up themselves. And then only to come out and recognize, I was playing a role the whole entire time. Because that is what they're doing in the music industry. They are
Oh
playing a
yeah.
character. So you think about, how hard is it for you to assume a role, and you get so engulfed in that role that you believe that that is who you are. And then one day you wake up and realize that's not who I am. What that does to the psyche is detrimental to that person. That's why you find a lot of entertainers, they go into a form of depression, or when they leave the music industry, they completely bow out and you never hear from them again. Because what has to happen is they have to have that distance in order to recover who they really were. Think about a Beyonce, and knowing that she has been working at this career since she was a little girl.
Yeah.
When did she
Star
ever have
Search.
time? Right. So when did she ever have time to recognize who she is as Beyonce, the person? I don't think she knows. Right. And
Yeah.
we're just talking about human. We're not talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I assess people, when I look at things, I really try to look at it from the humanity side of it,
Hmm.
and look into the psyche, because it's important for us to have that perspective, so that we're not over judgmental, and it ensures that we have a level of empathy that has been lost in our society at this point. We're so critical of one another. We're so quick to bash one another, and we don't recognize that we're talking about people. No matter how much money they have, at the end of the day, when the lights turn off, they're a person. And I can't even imagine the agony that they go through in their heads.
Yeah. I mean, I like Chloe Bailey regardless of what the
And
industry is promoting about her. You know what I mean?
she was the
And
one that had the sister, right?
yeah,
And they're Rock Nation, well, under Beyonce, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But you also have
Yeah.
to understand, like you said, the chameleon and the Instagram girl is the hot girl now. The Instagram black girl image, that's the hot thing right now. So
Mhm.
yeah, they're gonna strip her down because that's what's popping. And that's just the honest truth about it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like the thing is, it's not that we see. The thing is, we actually have a love for these artists, regardless of what the industry is promoting them as. Because do I think Chloe Bailey decided to put that image out on her own? No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a disappointment of that's the disappointment I have of the music industry in general, not really of the artist. You know what I mean?
Right.
And there's a
Right.
bigger agenda that's taking place, that's truly out of their control, and they're just trying to stay relevant and trying to sell records. You know, they
Well,
are their
and
own.
they're living. They are. They're not even living moment by moment. So they don't even have the opportunity to sit down and assess what information is being presented to them, what options are being presented to them. Because if you think about it, they're trying to record, they're dealing with a stylist, they're dealing with whatever the business aspect of it. They have execs telling them this is the imagery that's going to be good with this music. So they really don't have a time to really sit down and say, let me analyze this whole entire thing before I make a decision. And this is why we see the transition happen. And before you know it, they've gone so far down the path that now it may seem as if it's a point of no return. Because
Right.
I'm sure some of them want to go back to what that was originally. I'm sure Chloe sits down and thinks about it like, what happened to that little girl that used to, and she probably wants to, right? She probably wants to clothe herself more and be less provocative. But she's so far down the path and it's going to jeopardize her money. And that's where the conundrum is, you know?
Mhm.
So it's quite interesting. But looks like the
Yeah,
message.
I think Grace got to get a
Okay,
better
so
connection, but
so
it was a good
yeah, it
bill
looks like
between
Trick
you and
is
her.
in. Yeah, I'm happy that we had time to hear from you. I really enjoy your perspective. It's very rare that I get on a panel with you, so I was really happy to be able to talk to you as well.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
even with you, cause like you're a very smart, intelligent woman, and whenever you have the opportunity, I suggest you do pop up because you enlighten me, you know,
So she does
on a lot of things.
from day one. From day
Yeah,
one. Yeah, man. From the day one, man. When I met Talia, man, it's pretty dope, man. Pretty dope. Dope,
yeah,
amazing queen. Yeah, I agree with you totally, Prom. You know what I mean? And I feel the same way about you that she feels about you. So, yeah,
yeah.
great minds when great minds get to build
And
them.
as far as Grace is, me and
Yeah, shout out
Grace, we've been knowing each other for about 10 years, and um, we had some strong bills on the phone, going hours sometimes.
that's dope.
So, she's a very enlightened sister. I'm just, trying to encourage people that I know that are on that level to come out. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And so just be a part of the community
Glad
and
you did.
spread
I'm
that
glad
knowledge.
you did. I'm glad Gracie stepped up, man. You know what I mean? Coming
Yeah.
out more, lifting your voice. Yeah, man, you gotta be coming around, man. You got channels. I
Yeah.
mean, this is what I'm doing here. I'm helping everybody monetize, whatever we could do, any help I could be. This is what I'm all about.
Yeah.
I'm about helping and doing anything I could do. They be like, yo, you try to help everybody. That's
Oh,
what
you do beats too, right, Uda?
yeah.
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 Yeah. So
So
she
I
was looking for some beats
got
herself. So
production. I got production.
yeah.
I got producers as well that work with me too as well. So I do a lot of stuff. So
Yeah.
I just be trying to help people. You know what I mean? I'm used to getting a bag for doing everything I do, but I be trying to help
Yeah.
people. Niggas acting like they want me to help y'all. All right, cool. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go back to doing my own thing and trying to just figure it out at the same time. But
Yeah. You got to strengthen yourself, man. Don't
yeah.
let people drain you.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. I was really drained
Yeah.
out today too, man. But I've been getting rest. I've been listening to y'all, eating better, getting rest, and it's been working. It's been working. It's been working. And I'm gonna listen to Melanin. I am gonna go back a couple weeks and go into it because my mind been into a place too as well. So you know what I mean, I don't want it to deviate too far from where I want to go, and then it should get lost at sea. So yeah, I look
Yeah.
forward to talking with Melanin and putting some concept together. And
Oh yeah, Melon. I want to. What's your YouTube channel? I love to check you out. 'Cause-
you know what? I don't have a YouTube channel.
she need one ASAP
I
though.
don't have one.
Yeah, ASAP. Yeah.
No.
This is her channel, one community. So I got to get it back on track
No,
to be her channel. Get the shit back on
I
track, Uda.
don't have a YouTube. And
Yeah.
honestly and truthfully, I'm not interested. What I am trying to do, I don't think YouTube is quite ready for it.
Yeah,
Um and so I'm creating something that is separate. um
yeah,
but I'm here to share my perspective. I don't know everything, but I'll tell you one thing I do know. I do know that we have to work within ourselves and build ourselves first before we can help.
You sound like somebody I know.
Right. She do. She sound like
Yeah. You're not in Hawaii, are you?
She got that vibe, son. She got
I'm
that.
not.
You're not in Hawaii, are you?
No, I'm not in
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Everybody
Oh,
want to be
okay.
in Hawaii right now. What the hell? Hawaii.
Yeah. Now it's somebody I know
No,
with a last name Royal.
Yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm in the States. I'm here. But yeah,
Okay.
so I just want us to heal individually,
Yeah.
as much as we possibly can. That's really my goal. And that's what I desire for each and every one of us. I recognize that the journey's not going to be the same for everyone, but that's what I really desire. All the other stuff will come.
Yeah.
All the other stuff will come once we are centered within ourselves and balanced within ourselves. So that's why I'm here to kind of help this one over here
Yeah.
um
I'm
find
right
some
here, me.
find some balance.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'll
I
tell
need it.
you, it's what is available, what the universe has for you is limitless, but you have to be balanced in order to receive it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's facts, man.
And that's what I've been teaching even when I come on this channel too, is to people balance. You gotta find that balance. You gotta find that space where, you could be, because when you have balance, you at your strongest. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's facts.
So you have to find that space for yourself to find balance. And that's why I say, to get you some sleep, some rest, do what you
Yeah.
gotta do. Don't let people overwhelm you. You know what I mean? You can't save the world overnight,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
know, man. I know, bro. I've
You
been
know.
gone for so long. I've been wasting my life doing all types of other shit, man. It's like I'm just in a go mode to just help it. You know what I mean? Like I wasted 30 something. Yeah, it's not wasted because I helped a lot of people in my time, son. Like I do
Yeah.
music, I write music for songwriting for people in the industry. I did a lot of shit in my life. I've met great people that you want. I done been in competitions to get signed to Def Jam with Russell Simmons. I met these niggas like this at 14.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is my life. You know what I mean? Like seriously, like some of the people you like, when they see me, they say, "Oh," they call me by my name when they see me. Say, "Oh shit, what's up, son?"
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Actors, ball players, like people you like. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for a real reason. I'm not here for no fuckery. I'm really here because I really care about us. I really care about our situations. I might be making some wrong steps trying to help us, but that's what comes with learning. That's what comes with
Yeah,
learning.
but you gotta realize we care about you too, brother.
I know. That's
So
why I listen
it's
to y'all.
like,
I listen to y'all.
you know, um,
Yeah, I listen to y'all.
and the thing is, even with the talking to women that are going through trauma, you gotta realize that you're not a therapist. You know what I mean?
I'm not. I'm not no therapist. I'm not trying to
You
be.
know what I mean? You're
I'm
not a
not
therapist, and
trying to
it's
be
like,
though.
bro, just like,
I'm really not. I'm not trying.
even with helping people, you gotta put a time limit on that too,
That's
because
true.
you gotta. I know how people. I know the feeling of like wanting to save the world, and I've helped a lot of women in my time too. Like
Yeah.
Grace can attest to that,
Yeah.
and you know, I've been around a lot of women who've been damaged and things of that nature. But and when I'm at my strongest to help others is when I help myself.
Mm,
So you
yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
take that time to do rejuvenation and rest
Yeah.
and be at your
Meditation,
strongest.
like
Because
Melanin said. She said meditation. I'm gonna try doing that. I've been
yeah,
wanting to get into meditation. I can't never really get into it. My mind is like a labyrinth.
Yes, you can. Yes, you
sleep
can.
well and go
So
for a long walk. That's
no,
the best form of long
meditation.
walks.
No, something like we could just think about something. But I
Yeah,
try to meditate. It's like
you,
I don't know.
you have, but
I'm
that's
not
because
out.
you're not. Listen, when you first do it, your mind is going to be thinking. It's called discipline and training yourself, and eventually you will be able to get to that point where your mind is not wandering. And
Okay.
I'm not telling you this because it's a theory. I'm telling you this because I have done it.
Okay.
So it is absolutely possible. But I want to say something, and I have, I know that some women don't want men to know the cheat code and know how some of us women really work, but I have to share this with you. I
Okay.
have to share this with you. As much as I love my sisters and as much as I love myself, there are times that we are cunning.
Yeah. Yeah.
there are times when we recognize
Good.
a man
Yeah.
and we will find ways to manipulate him emotionally so that he latches on to us. And now we get to get all of what we desire and whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
And I'm only telling you this because this is a reality.
That's a fact.
It's a reality. And a woman wants emotional connection more than she wants physical connection.
Mhm.
And she will do whatever she can to get that emotional connection from a man. Please hear me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this sister
And
is sincere, brother. I'm telling you. Like,
Man,
I'm just telling you.
yeah.
I'm just telling you that's
ride or die on the lines. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know it's true though. I agree with you totally. I agree. I agree, man. That's a fact.
so. I just want you to recognize that though your heart is large,
Yeah,
not all women will see that as um,
a good thing.
a sacrifice.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
They will see it as a way to get whatever it is that they're trying to get,
yeah.
even if it's getting you emotionally connected to them.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah,
So you have to remember there's that dichotomy there that women are more emotional
yeah,
and men are more physical. And it's not to say that women are not physical. We are.
yeah. I take.
But the balance tips a little bit more to the emotional
Yeah,
side of women.
yeah,
And that is the greatest thing that we desire. Just think about your past relationships.
yeah. That's
She
what.
wasn't upset with you that you weren't physically there. She was upset that you weren't mentally and emotionally there.
That's a fact. That's a
Okay.
total fact. That's a total fact. It's a fact.
Okay. So I want you to keep that in mind because
Yeah,
you have a lot of women that are going to be drawn to you,
yeah,
and all of them do not have good intentions.
yeah, yeah. I agree.
Okay, so I can only tell you from a woman's standpoint,
I'm
and I
listening.
wouldn't tell you anything that is not true.
I'm listening.
But one step in front of the other, and I'm here. But
Bless
I
you.
want you to receive what I'm giving you, also.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
receiving you. I'm taking my time. I'm gonna take a step back and process a lot of things, get my mind right, just process some stuff. Yeah, I'm listening to you all the time, Roy. You know what I mean? You know that. And me and you talk, yeah, and everything. And so I'm most definitely listening to you. I've been overdue for a conversation with you anyway. So this is it. You know what I'm saying? The pre
Yeah.
of it. So I've been overdue. Like I was telling you, call me and you told me call you so I've been supposed to heard this conversation anyway. So I appreciate you all the time, Queen. You know that. And
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta you
and I'm
gotta have
here.
sometimes like like with Grace. I've known Grace for about 10 years. We talk off and on throughout the years.
yeah,
And sometimes when you have a woman that is a good friend in your life that you can talk to,
yeah,
they'll let you know, man, where you're going astray.
yeah,
And
yeah,
where sometimes you can be getting manipulated. So this sister right here, I feel that she's very sincere.
yeah.
And I like that's why I have connections with certain
Sorry.
women in my life that have been that given me an understanding on the mysteries of women and how a man can be manipulated. You know what I'm saying? And like you, sometimes we just need a sister in our life that can be a guiding light. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm telling you, like what she's saying is, yeah, follow everything she's saying, brother, because she on point. You know what I'm saying? I've been there also. I got a big heart and like I like to help people, but sometimes it ain't always looked at as a positive thing. You know what I mean? Because like like that certain individual that you was talking about in the video today, the whole misunderstood. I've seen those kind of women come and go in my life so many times, and not to talk about her, I don't know her that well, but when women have been through trauma and abuse and everything like that, they'll do like she's saying, they'll do anything just to get a connection with a man, even if it's like get you to feel sorry for him. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, I agree.
and especially when there's
On
drugs and stuff
58
like that.
times, man. You know that,
Yeah,
right? I've been
yeah,
cheaters. I done broke hearts. I done did a lot of shit.
yeah,
Been
yeah.
through these things, man. I've been through these.
Yo, yeah, I'm not negating that, but I'm saying it's these women on here are crafty and a lot more
I'm
advanced,
not here to
man.
find love though. This ain't a game.
They like listen. These women can
I'm not
talk, and
here.
they way
I'm not
more
here for
advanced
this,
than
though.
what you
Listen,
meet
it's
in
a
the
different.
everyday life,
No,
bro.
no, no, no,
I'm
no. They
telling you.
confused me because I'm not here for that. I
Yeah,
meet
yeah,
real women in the real world. I stop the most beautiful one that I deem beautiful anywhere, train,
yeah,
bus, anywhere. I'm so confident. I'm me. I meet people in the real world. That's who I
yeah.
am. So I've never been for the online dating and all that shit. No, I
Oh
got
no, 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 no. I'm no, no,
catfish.
no.
Look at this. I got catfish way before catfish was a catfish. The word, son. That was like in the MySpace time. Ever since then, nah, I'm not with it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, but well, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's about beauty, and I'm just saying like
it's friendships.
these online women that are like bloggers. A lot of
Yeah,
them
they want to
are.
use.
Yeah, they on another level, brother, with the
They are though.
intellect.
They are.
Yeah, they on another
I'm not
level.
coming here for that. So you know what I mean. Me personally, I'm really here to
No,
help.
it's not necessarily saying you're there for
But they'll
for
use me.
that, but
They'll
like
use me, though.
okay,
They'll use me.
even like the misunderstood character, right?
Yeah,
The
she used
girl.
me. I got used.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got
Oh,
used. I can
who
say
that
I
I,
got used, right?
she probably if y'all probably talked on the phone and she gave that the story and probably teared up and
I got used.
all that. You know what I mean? Then you
I
like,
got used.
damn man, it's fucked up what dude did and shit.
Yeah, I got
I understand, bro. Like,
I got used though. That's why I have to be
yeah,
careful and I have to listen to y'all because at the end of the day, it's not about dating. It's not about none of that shit. It's just about people will fucking use you just to fucking
yeah,
use you. It ain't about
yeah.
being with
For
you
revenge and
and
shit
saying,
too.
right?
Yeah,
Revenge, all of this. You nice. They use
yeah,
you for the platform. They use you because they want the emotional connection, like Melanin saying. It's a bunch of
yeah,
reasons, and then people probably won't even be interested in your ass and be doing all this shit.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
I do agree. I do agree with
And
that.
I like to call them energy vampires.
Yes, yes.
yeah,
Okay.
Sucking.
That's exactly because all of this is energy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
All of this is energy. And everyone is their own individual power grid,
yeah,
right? And how you increase your power is you have to go within. If that's meditation, reading, writing music, whatever is your happy, safe place that fills you up,
yeah,
that is the power that is driving your powers, your energy grid. Well, you think about people that are not doing that; they're depleted, so they need energy. So
yeah.
they will come and suck up your energy so that they can continue to do whatever it is that they're doing that needs energy, right? So we're not talking about specific individuals, we're talking about energy source.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right.
It's just that simple, right? It's just that simple.
You're right. You're right. Me and my man used to talk about this. Older guy, know he's like, they soul weavers. I'm telling you, people come suck your energy. They soul weavers. He used to call them soul weavers. This guy named Tick from Brooklyn. Soul weavers. I'm telling you, they want to suck off your energy. So I do agree with you totally. I most definitely agree with that. You know what I mean? It's good to be conscious, man. And I got a lot of learning to do still. You know what I mean? I don't know everything. I'm not
Me
perfect.
too.
I'm learning. I'm
But
learning.
you know what you're doing is,
And I'm willing to learn.
here I'm gonna say this, and then we should go over the trip.
Okay,
But
cool.
what I wanted to say is that when you finally become awakened, you sit back and you think back on how much time you lost by
Yeah.
being asleep.
Yeah.
And so now you're trying to make up that time that you lost by being asleep.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, you cannot make that time up.
Yeah.
You cannot make that time up. So stop trying to make that time up,
All right.
okay? Cuz
Yeah.
that's what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing
And
exactly.
that's what we all do when we come into an awakening.
Yeah.
We look back and we're like, "Man, I was lied to this whole entire time." And then you want to make up all those years, but you can't. But those years were necessary to get you to your awakening, right? So
Yeah.
don't defraud yourself and acknowledge what your experience was up until your awakening. Be thankful for those experiences. But
Mm-hmm.
now that you are awakened, it's moment by moment. So stop trying to beat the clock
Mm-hmm.
because you can't.
Can't. That's it. That's in a nutshell too. Yeah, I'm chilling because that is the nutshell. And
I
I'm in
know.
that.
I know what I'm looking at because it was me.
That's it. It's in a nutshell, son. So it's not like I'm going around that shit with the boat like bucket swimming. No, that's right on course. So I do. You know what I mean? Just taking my time, being more patient. It's a lot of thoughts to do, man. You know what I mean? Especially on this internet. You know what I mean? I know I just do care about my people, and I know I want us to change, and I'm just gonna keep continuing to work. I'm keep continuing to work on myself, as well as keeping helping my people to work on their situation as well at the same time. So, like I said, I'm up to learning. I don't know everything. I listen. I take heed to even your emails, things that y'all tell me in emails. Get your ass to sleep. I'll be laying my ass down for these last couple of nights. I've been laid down. Lay it down, lay it down. So I've been laying down. I've been eating good. I cooked some food. I haven't been cooking. Like, I wasn't cooking for months. Like, I'm a chef. I cook all day, every day. I haven't even been cooking in my house, man. Today I just had to make some salmon. Like, I mean, I be so focused and so driven, and I'm doing so many projects. I'm writing music for people. I'm finishing my project. I'm writing scripts. I'm streaming. I'm doing a lot of shit, not just streaming. I do other shit in the real world that I'm doing as well. So it does take that toll, and I don't want this to falter, and I don't be wanting y'all to miss out. So that's how come I don't be missing days on this. But I'm gonna take a step back, reprocess,
and you
refocus.
gonna you gonna do what we talked about.
Yeah, I'm gonna do exactly
And
that.
I ain't gonna say it, but you gonna do what we talked about, and
Oh yeah,
then we're gonna get back on track where we were headed.
that's exactly.
And
That's exactly.
okay, all
Got a
right.
little
And I'm
rough.
like I said, I'm always here. I'm a text message away. If you can't talk to me, I'm a text message.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
this is a good sister, brother.
I know,
I'm
I know,
telling you,
I know. Work.
it's a good sister, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Most definitely one of the people that's gonna help me to run this whole
Yeah,
thing that we're trying to do. I have a very big, broad mind. I've already created 25 channels to community. So it goes to show you where my mind's at. And if it was up to me, I run all them shits if it's up to me. Because I just got a lot of things to do in my mind. And regardless of this and that, I will make this world a better place. I know that I will. You know what I mean? And
You are already. You are already. You wanna know how you're
yeah,
doing that?
it's hard for me to just take it down. How queen?
You wanna know how you're doing that?
Tell me.
By being yourself.
I appreciate it.
And you will make this world an even better place when you take care of yourself.
I
yeah.
agree. I agree. That's what I'm gonna do.
And I'm out of here.
Yeah, we going to
I
trip
love
right now.
you. See you in
Melanin.
a
It's
minute.
nice talking to you, Melanin Royalty. You sound
You
like a
too,
sister I
Prime.
know named Naima. You sound like a girl I know named Naima.
She in
I,
Hawaii.
yeah, yeah,
Aw.
yeah,
Yes, we going to trip C's for the pre-party for Niqua B, because Niqua B is going to be going live for her first live at 10 o'clock. So we're going to do the warm-up, the pre-party on Trip C's Treehouse. So let's go, y'all. Follow us to the Treehouse, Trip C's Treehouse. Let's go over there and let's chop it up. Let me put it in the chat just in case you don't know how to spell that. Trip
Bye, y'all.
C.
See y'all faces over on the other
All right,
side.
all right.
Yes,
All right,
Queen.
bye.
Bless you, Melanin.
You
Take care,
too.
brother.
Always
I'll see
appreciate
you
it.
later tonight.
Yes, Prime. Make sure you're
All right.
subscribing to Optimus Prime, Octavian Prime. You know what's
Yeah.
going on. Yeah.
All right, then.
All right, bro. We pulling up over there right now.
All right.
Make sure y'all go into Trip C's Treehouse. It's right there on your screen, right there. Trip C's Treehouse. Check it out right there, Trip C's. We going over there. This is the pre-party for Niqua B. She does spoken word. She does music. She does everything. She's multi-talented, multifaceted. Okay. At 10 o'clock tonight, Niqua B is going to be having her first live. So we promoting the hell out of that. You already know how we doing that. With nothing but love in the community. Nothing but love. We show love around these ports. Something that a lot of people don't do. But guess what, though? I need y'all to go with me to Trip C's, because from Trip C, we're going to be running down and going to Niqua's. You see what I'm saying? This is how we doing this thing. So I need y'all to come right there to Trip C's Treehouse. Join us live and see what's going on. Come to the party, man. Let's go, man. Don't be that way, man. Let's go chill out the party. You know what I mean? Let me play a little song before I go. Going already. You want to go? I think you should go. Walk. Salute to all of y'all. I'll be back in a moment. But right now, you already know. We at Trip C's. We going to the Treehouse, and then we going to Niqua B. So I'm not going live till after Niqua B or something. Because we giving all this energy. Trip C, promotion, Nequa B getting all the energy today. I need us all to come and show that warm carbonated welcome, that warm melanated welcome to Nequa B. And come and subscribe to her channel. You already know. Because they want you near, but tell the truth, baby. I ain't even here. I'm gone already. At the telebus in Dom already. All the birds flying south, shit, they gone already. Probably in the south by now, long gone already. I should be on the million already. Guess you was wrong. Be surprised, I felt the lies were thought already. I'm right. The judge believe it's her song.